you believe it? First video of the 2023 homeschool year is coming out. I cannot believe the school year is already almost over. We are wrapping things up and that we are now filming and talking about 2023-2024, the homeschool school year. Unbelievable. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a huge homeschool haul of many of the things that we are going to be using in our school next fall. And so if you love haul videos, give this one a thumbs up and hang out with me as I share with you the fun and exciting things that we will be using in our next year. If you're new here, my name is Hannah and I'm a homeschool mom of 4 children ages 9, 7, 4, and 1 years old. So I have 3 officially in school for this next upcoming year. And so they will be in the grades of 5th grade, 3rd grade, and kindergarten for my little son. So we are very excited. And in our school, we follow the Charlotte Mason method of school and primarily use Ambleside Online as our general guide for many of our subjects, and we also use some other curriculum. So not quite eclectic, but maybe an eclectic Charlotte Mason homeschooler is how I would codify our type of schooling. So I would love to know if you are a homeschool family or not, and if you are, what type of learning and category or method that you fall under, and if you use or have tried any of the curriculum that we have purchased for this next coming year, then I would love for you to share with me that in the comment. Okay, so the haul that I have here is from, I think, 6 different stores. So we're gonna actually start off with one of my favorite stores that I've been purchasing. This is my 3rd or 4th year, and that is Simply Charlotte Mason. How many of you have purchased from them before? So the Simply Charlotte Mason curriculum is wonderful. A lot of it is put together for you, and it's easy to use. And so I like particularly some favorites from there to add to our collection. So I'm gonna first start with what we got from simplycharlottemason.com. So in our Charlotte Mason homeschool, we like to, every semester, so we have 3 semesters, we will choose an artist to study. And so I purchased 2 of their art portfolios. We already have some, and my sister-in-law that lives here locally, she also uses the Simply Charlotte Mason art portfolios. So we're gonna actually be smart with our homeschool budget and trade with some of the ones that each of us have. And so I only purchased 2, and I'm actually going to be loaning one of hers. So you will see all of the things that we're using when I share each grade and family subjects this summer. So if you want to follow more of our homeschool journey, then make sure you subscribe below and push the bell button. So the 2 that I purchased is, I think it's called Tahitian. I'm gonna have to get the pronunciation on that, but we actually have mostly studied modern artists up to this point. We've studied 6, I think, total. So this is actually jumping back to the Renaissance period, which will be a lot of fun. And then Gainsborough, which will be jumping back into the Baroque kind of classical period. So really excited about these 2. And I don't know if I've done a full video on these art study portfolios, but I think I've shared them in our morning basket, and also in my favorite homeschool subject video. So I will link those 2 videos down below. Now with Simply Charlotte Mason, they just do 1 poet for the whole entire year. So we will be doing William Wordsworth. And last year we did Emily Dickinson, and we got through the whole book and we memorized some of her poems. So I'm really excited to dive deep into William Wordsworth, and we will just be studying these once a week. Okay, and I plan on doing a full video of Spelling Wisdom, which is the Simply Charlotte Mason grammar and language curriculum that is used for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. That's what it's recommended. And so we have my fourth grader is just wrapping up using language and using spelling well level 1. So she has used that for the last 2 years, and I'm going to do a whole video on that upcoming on my channel because it has been such a blessing to us to use. And so we have here book 2 of using language and using spelling well. So she will be using half of it for 5th grade and the other half of it for 6th grade. And then my younger daughter, who's 7, will be going into 3rd grade. And so I only had to get the student workbook for using language and using spelling well level 1. And we already have all of the teacher's guides. That's the nice thing about, you know, sticking to a curriculum, if it works well for your family, is often you only have to purchase the student editions since you already have all of the teacher's editions. So it's an investment at first, but then it kind of goes with it. So the last thing we got from the Simply Charlotte Mason is the Midsummer Night's Dream. This is a study of the William Shakespeare play. We have introduced ourselves to Shakespeare this past year, but very lightly, just reading some of the adapted, abbreviated versions of the story. So this will be the first time we're studying a play. So if you have any tips or recommendations on learning and studying Shakespeare, please share them down below. We will be going through this curriculum by Simply Charlotte Mason throughout the whole year. And with the girls being in 5th and 3rd grade, I think this is going to be really fun. They have enjoyed reading the Shakespeare books, or reading the Shakespeare plays just in the abbreviated versions, and they have just been really delighted by them. So I think that we are ready to really study and dive into a play fully. Okay, so the next haul I got here is from MilestoneBooks.com, and this is the Rod and Staff curriculum for preschool and kindergarten. If you've been following along on my channel, my 4-year-old boy did their first year of the preschool curriculum, and I've shared why I love it, but the main reason that I love this, even though in the Charlotte Mason method of learning, children do no formal school until the age of 6. And yes, that is how I believe school should be done. However, he's the 3rd kid in our family, and so he often wants to do school along with his sisters. So I went ahead and bought him the Rod and Staff preschool curriculum, and he has just enjoyed doing those books when he wished. It gives him and I something to do. I don't have to worry about printing things or putting things together or going on Pinterest and trying to find little somethings for him and I to do and spend time with each other. So I've never actually purchased the 2nd year of the preschool curriculum. So this can be used also for kindergarten. This is GHIJKL, and it's going to be going into just more, it has like cutting practice, copy and paste, problem solving, coloring, a lot of things that you would do and want to create for preschoolers, but it's all done for you. So I'm really excited for these for him. If you want me to do a more thorough flip through of the 1st and 2nd year of the Rod and Staff preschool curriculum, please let me know below, and I'll take the time to film that for you. I also got him, because I've gotten the girls these when they were little, this is just a simple $2 color by number coloring book, but it's a lot of fun and they enjoyed it as well. Okay, so the next store that I purchased from is The Good and the Beautiful. I know The Good and the Beautiful is very popular over on Instagram. We don't use much of their curriculum as of now. The one thing that I have not yet purchased that I am considering is some of their science units, and I'm looking at purchasing the ones that go along with the Ambleside recommended science studies for this next year. So if you have any experience with the Good and Beautiful science curriculum, I would love to hear that down below to help me make a decision on whether I feel like our homeschool needs that. My thought process is less is more when it comes to work pages and workbooks. That is one of the reasons we love Charlotte Mason. It really is a literature-based style of learning, and that is the method that I feel has worked really well for my girls. But we do like their typing, and so my 5th grader has got typing level 3, and then my 3rd grader will have typing level 1. And then we got something new to try from the Good and the Beautiful. This is their handwriting, which I've had some, heard some great things about. This is level 5. So I actually got this for my 7-year-old who will be going into 3rd grade, because we have exclusively used the Simply Charlotte Mason copy books, the copy workbooks, which do print, and then they move to cursive. And then after they have finished those books in like 4th grade, they just have a book of poems, and they're really just working on written narration. So, but my 7-year-old went through all of the copy books and the cursive books, and she finished them earlier than I think you would normally. And so I want her to have some more cursive handwriting practice so that she can work on doing her cursive smaller and tighter. So I was looking for a book that was just basically like a copy workbook for her to just do some more cursive. And so I looked at this this book specifically, and level 5 looked like it would be the next step for her. And so I don't think it's done by grade. I know she'll be in 3rd grade. This is level 5, but I looked at the sample sheets and I feel like this is the book that she needs. So we'll see how this goes. This is a new book for us, but I've heard great things about the Good and the Beautiful handwriting. Okay, so the 4th store that we purchased from is Matthew C. We love Matthew C. I have a full review of that I will put down below. This is the math curriculum that my mom used with my younger siblings, which they loved. And so it was a curriculum that I knew I wanted to go into, having been exposed to it as a high school and college student, helping my siblings learn their math. So my kids will just be going into the next grade level in their Matthew C. So we have here Gamma, which will be my 4th grader. And then actually I was able to get this one, which is the next level, Epsilon, which will be for my 5th grader. She will be going into fractions for 5th grade, and it comes with this is an overlay kit, which will be interesting to try out and use and share with all of you. And I was actually able to get these from a friend of mine. So I have one of my best friends. Her kids will be going to a private school this next year, and so she did not need to use that curriculum, and so I was able to take that off her hands and also save our family a little bit of money. Okay, so the next big haul is from Living Book Press, and if this stack does not say Charlotte Mason to you, I don't know what will, because one of the most beautiful things that I have found through this homeschool journey the last, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm going to have a 5th grader. So the last 5 or 6 years is the love of reading good literature. And so we're going into next year with my thought process of we're going to have our morning basket, we're going to do copy work, we're going to do math, and then we're going to read books. We're going to read a lot of books. And for us as a family, and also my oldest daughter doing kind of the Ambleside guided reading and recommendations. So I have a lot of pre-reading to do this summer. And I'm excited because this is all excellent literature that we can just fill our hearts and our minds with, and just super interesting. So I'll share what I picked up at Living Book Press. I am missing 2 books from my order, but I wanted to get this video filmed for all of you, and so I will share the other 2 books that I got. But I got, sorry, it's my coffee machine. Turn it off. I got this, yeah, because I need a little pick-me-up on this afternoon. It is kind of cloudy here in Wisconsin and just overcast, and hence the lighting. Anyways, I got This Country of Ours and one of their nature study handbooks, and so those are not in. Okay, so let me show you what I got. Super excited. If you've purchased from Living Book Press before, let me know down below. But Living Book Press is basically a company that will print out public domain books that are out of print. A lot of these we could read from a Kindle, we could read online, but to me, I almost always prefer to have a hard copy book of these choices on our bookshelf. So that's why I went ahead and purchased them. So we have the Tanglewood Tales, which has a couple of different compilation stories of ancient history and fairy tales, mythology. So we have that one. We have the Velveteen Rabbit. We'll be going through these as a family. This is the story of the Greeks, because in history, we are going to be focusing pretty much the whole year, this next year, on Greek and Romans, and then also the time of Christ through crucifixion, and then after his resurrection, we'll be kind of ending right there for our school year. So we'll be going through the story of the Greeks and also the story of the Romans, both of these books. And then we have some more here for my older daughter who'll be in 5th grade. She's going to be doing like the Ambleside year 2 and a little bit of year 1, since we're kind of really just digging in deeper into the Ambleside reading list specifically. So I got the Red Fairy book, which is a compilation of many fairy tales. We have, it's like four dozen different fairy tales in this book. And then 5 Little Peppers and How They Grow, which I actually am excited to read for myself. And this is also for my 5th grader, the Viking Tales. And this one as well, King of the Golden River. Okay, this one will be for our family, and this is something that we'll be going through for a long time together, but also for my oldest. This is our island story. This one is for British, the England history, where This Country of Ours is American, which is the book that I'm missing. And this one is also for my oldest daughter, Understood, Betsy. So thrilled about these. Cannot wait to read all of them. Okay, so the next set of books, another stack of books, because I feel like that's, like I said, that's what we're going to be doing. How many of you are just love literature? Like, I'm so excited for all this reading we're going to do. So this stack of books is actually from thriftbooks.com. So I went over on the Ambleside recommendation reading list, and I also followed this Simply Charlotte Mason history, looking at the Greek and the Romans. We personally use Mystery of History, and like I said, I'll be doing a full cover of what we will be doing in our family studies and in our individual studies this summer. I will be posting those videos. I can share what our family studies were for last year though, and I will link that video down below if you have interest in seeing that. So some of these are for us as a family, and then most of them are for my 5th grader, and they will be her reading. So we have 2 books here by Henry Winterfeld. This is The Mystery of the Roman Ransom and Detectives in Togas. So I got both of these on Thrift Books. Now, I purchase a lot of books on Thrift Books. I think, have a $5 off coupon. If I do, I will put it in the description below. So we have Pearl and Peace. You can see a lot of these books have to do with that time of ancient history. Plutarch's Makers of Rome, which I was able to get at a discount. The Bronze Bow, which will be really good. And then Around the World in 100 Years. So all those books. So fun! Yes, so lots of good things. Very excited for the curriculum that we have here. There are a few things left that I need to purchase that I'm trying to just really narrow down and decide. I don't like to, just buy things, because when I first definitely started my first year or two, I have curriculum that ended up getting rid of that I didn't use, and that's okay. I mean, that definitely happens when you're trying to figure out what works for your family. But I feel like after this year, we have a really good rhythm. It took 5 years to figure out what our family does well with. And so if you are new to homeschooling or you're just getting started, I know there are a lot of options out there for curriculum. So hopefully this gives you some help, and the other videos that I have recorded in the past will just help you and guide you in maybe the decisions that you're making for your family or where to start. And if you ever have any specific questions about any of the curriculum or things that I share on this channel, please just comment below. I'm happy and willing and absolutely love to just help you with any questions that you might have when it comes to homeschooling. I was actually homeschooled myself and then went on to college. So if you have any concerns about those kind of things, I'm happy to put your concerns at bay, and just know that you are more than capable. And it is such a wonderful and delightful journey to be able to be at home and to be able to just school our children. And it's just so wonderful. So anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe if you want to see all of the ins and outs of our 2023-2024 school year. If you have any of your curriculum picked out for this next school year, share with me those in the comments, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye.